Well, good morning and welcome to Friday, April the 1st. No, really, not kidding you. It really is April the 1st. We started yesterday, the Royal Way of the Holy Cross. It's a lengthy one, so we were breaking it up into three sections. And we did section 1 yesterday. Today, now to section 2. The Royal Way of the Holy Cross. Do you think you can escape what no other mortal has been able to avoid? Which of the saints was without the cross and trials in this world? For not even our Lord Jesus Christ was ever 1 hour without some sorrow and pain as long as he lived here. Christ, he says, must needs suffer and rise again from the dead, and so enter into his glory. Luke 24:26. And how is it then that you seek another way than this royal way, which is the way of the Holy Cross? The whole life of Christ was cross and martyrdom, and do you seek pleasure and joy for yourself? You are wrong. You are wrong if you seek anything other than to suffer trials. For this whole mortal life is full of miseries and is marked on every side with crosses. The further a man advances in spirit, so much heavier are the crosses he often finds, because the pain of his exile increases with his love. Nevertheless, this man is in so many ways afflicted, is not without some comfort, for he sees well that great fruit and benefit will be his by bearing his own cross. For while he willingly submits himself to such trial, then all the burden of tribulation is turned into assurance of divine consolation. Blessed assurance makes me think of that hymn. And the more the flesh is subdued by affliction, the more the spirit is strengthened by inward grace. And sometimes it feels such comfort in adversities that for desire to be conformed to the cross of Christ, it would not be without sorrow and affliction. For it believes that the more it bears for him here, the more acceptable it will be to God. 2 Corinthians 4:6 and 11:23-30. If it is not the virtue of man, but the grace of it is not the virtue of man, but the grace of God that enables a frail man to attempt and love that which by nature he abhors and fears. It is not man's way to bear the cross, to love the cross, to chasten the body and bring it into subjection to the spirit, to flee honors, to suffer being insulted, to despise self, and to want to be despised, to endure all adversities and losses, and to desire no prosperity in this world. If you trust in yourself, you will never be able to bring this about. But if you trust in the Lord, strength will be given you from heaven, and the world and the flesh will be made subject to your command. If you are armed with faith and signed with the cross of Christ, you will not fear your enemy, the devil. Set yourself then, like a good and faithful servant of Christ, to bear manfully the cross of your Lord, who out of love for you was crucified. Prepare yourself to bear many adversities and various kinds of troubles in this miserable life. For so it will be with you, wherever you may be, or wherever you may hide yourself. It must be so. And there is no remedy or way of escape from the tribulation of evils and sorrows, but to bear them patiently. Drink lovingly of the cup of the Lord, if you desire to be his friend and to have a part with him. Matthew 20, verse 23, and John 18:11. As for consolations, leave them to God, and do as shall best please him. But prepare yourself to bear tribulations, and account them the greatest comforts, for the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that is to come. Romans 8:18. And then he adds, even if you alone could suffer them all. The sufferings of this present time can't even begin to compare with what the Lord has in store for us. And again, it comes down to counting the cost, something Jesus tells us to do. Count the cost. What is more valuable to you, the things of the kingdom or the things of this world? It's what the decision always boils down to. Blessings to you today. Let's choose the right way today together.